Christy, and this is Created by Christy. Today we're going to be doing a butterfly mobile. So a couple things to start. I got this, just a 12-inch floral wreath. Got these at the dollar store, spray painted them white. They come in green. Sometimes you can find them in white, but you probably won't find the white ones at the dollar store. So start with these. This is going to be the base that our wreath our mobile hangs off of. So there's that. The next thing we'll need is some fishing string, a low temperature hot glue gun, really important because if you use the high temperature it will melt your string, so that's no fun. This is a 1.5 inch butterfly hole punch, so you can see you put the paper in there and it punches it out all ready to go. Cool tip on this, when you're using it and it starts to get dull, if you just put tin foil in it and squish it down a couple of times, it actually sharpens the blades. So you'll definitely need to do that quite a few times during the process of cutting out all the butterflies. I used a whole bunch of different colors because I like kind of like an ombre fade kind of look. So I did all this ahead of time, and I've come up with, these are my little butterflies. I have them in a couple different phases. So the next thing we're going to do once we have those, and then you're going to want to go ahead and cut your fishing line into different lengths depending on how long you want your mobile. And then once you have all those cut, then you're simply going to take the first butterfly, fold it in half. Then we're going to take our glue gun, put a little dot right there, and then we're going to go ahead and place it on there. And then I'm going to take a different color, slightly different color, just to give it like a movement look, and glue it to the back side so that you've got your two-dimensional butterfly there. And then the way I'm doing these is about 6 per string. So again, depending on how long you want your mobile, or you know how full you want it to be, you can judge that. I am a fan of the bigger the better, so I probably got a little ambitious for this one. So once I get 6 of these on here, and again, you can choose to do this any way you want. You can have them all the same color, you can have them different color. I'm doing this kind of ombre look on this one, so I've got the two-tone lighter ones at the top, and then as I move down, I'm going into a deeper color. Again, it just depends on what kind of color palette you're looking for, if you want that much dimension or movement in it. And so it's all up to you. And as I'm going through the different levels within the wreath, like the different rings, I find that I'm varying that a little bit too, because it, again, just gives it a different dimension and feel, so that it's not all uniform. But hey, if uniform is your deal, then do that too. It's all about what you like and the look that you're trying to achieve. I always tell my nephew, the only rule in art is not to make a mess. Otherwise, there are no rules. So whatever you like is what you do. So now that I've got, I've got my 6 butterflies there, you can kind of see. Then at the very end of my line, I take a rhinestone, and then I'm going to put just a little dot. Another reason for low temp glue guns, otherwise you're going to burn your fingers. So I do the one rhinestone there, and then I put another rhinestone on the other side, squish it together, so that at the bottom you've got jewels on both sides. And what that does is it gives it some weight so it doesn't tangle as easily. So once I've got this, then I've actually got this hanging up in my kitchen to make it easier. I just put a coat hanger in the middle and hung it up from my chandelier, just to make it easy to work with while I'm working. So then you would tie this onto here. Once you have everything placed the way that you want it to on there, then what I do is I put a little dollop of glue on top of the tied string so that it doesn't move about. So those are the instructions. You just have to do it a whole bunch of times. Let's see, on mine I did, I think I did 4 per section, and there's 6 sections in this little wreath. I did 4 strings per section on the outer layer. On the next layer I did, I think 2 to 3 per section, and then I got smaller as the sections. And then the other thing is, as you move towards the end, you want those to hang longer and then the outer ones to be shorter, so it kind of builds like this chandelier type look. Once you get all that done, then we're just gonna create a hanger at the top, and it'll be ready to decorate your room. That. So we are finally going to finish the top of our butterfly mobile. So as you can see, I've been hanging it with just like a coat hanger while I was working on it. But now what I'm gonna do is push this all to the side, and we're just going to be working with the top. So I'm going to gently remove the coat hanger so that I can get in there to tie the tulle. So now that I've got that, I'm going to take tulle here and we're going to create, loop it through, and then we're going to pull it to the top. So let's see. So that looks about a good length. So what I was doing, I was just measuring how long I wanted it to be. So I'm gonna loop it through the thing and then pull it to where I've got some leeway up here at the top to hang it by. So it looks like that's about, I don't know, 2 foot. And then I'm gonna cut 8 of those. 2. 3. 5. 6. 7 and 8. All right, so what I'm going to do now is take them one at a time, and then I'm going to be careful when I'm looping through not to get any of the fishnet from the streamers in there, otherwise it'll hang funky. So what I'm going to try to do is stay in those middle 2 actually, no, I'm gonna go over the full section of it. So then I'm gonna get it till I've got about, I don't know, about, what was that, 6 inches? And then we're going to tie it again. And then that's gonna go to the center, and then I left a little tail on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those all the way around. Okay, I actually used 6 of them because I put 1 in each of the crossbars of the wreath. So when I have all of those knotted and tied, then I'm going to take them to the center. And then I am going to tie them there. So you're gonna have your loops here. And then the next thing you're gonna do is just trim off the excess at each of the ties. Alrighty, so then once you've got that ready, then you can just hang it up with a hook from the ceiling, and so it'll just hang right over any spot, and you'll get all those dancing butterflies. So once you get it up, you are going to want to untangle the ones that it got all twisted when you laid it down, but it should hang beautifully and make a great conversation piece in any room. Just be careful when using it in a baby's room because you don't want them to like chew on any of the beads or choke or anything like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Please continue to like and subscribe, tell your friends about us, and we will keep making videos. Thanks, I'm Christy. Have a great day.